This is a video on how to set up your PCA. First, gather your supplies. You'll need a PCA pump and syringe with your PCA drug ordered. Next, you will need your anti-siphon tubing, the PCA button, and PCA keys, along with any ordered fluids and tubing. First, you want to grab your medication from the Pyxis and connect the tubing to your syringe. Next, you can install your syringe in the pump. And the top of the syringe just slides into the pump easily. Next, you want to take your cassette and slide and click it into the bottom of the pump. To lock the cassette in place, slide up the lever once the cassette is installed. You can use your key to lock the door of the pump. And then you'll want to add your patient control button. To program your pump, insert the key and turn the pump on. Do you wish to start a new patient? Yes. Select IV PCA basal patient dose and med surge. Select your drug of choice, and your key should be sufficient in unlocking the pump. Review the program settings. Now review your pump settings. Enter in the continuous rate, which is the ordered basal rate. Now enter in the actual PCA dose. This is the ordered patient bolus dose. Next, enter in the PCA lockout. That's the time interval in between patient-controlled analgesic doses. And then, what is the 1 hour limit? That is the maximum amount of drug that can be instilled in 1 hour. You need to accept each value line by line. Select yes so the pump can prime your PCA tubing. When priming your tubing, always prime to the Y site of the tubing. Before connecting to the patient, that Y site will need to be primed with normal saline. Lock the cassette by turning the key. And before starting the pump, make sure that the tubing is connected properly. The PCA should go directly to the patient's IV, and any fluids should be connected to the Y site. Go ahead and start the pump. It's important to educate the patient on using the PCA button. When it's flashing green, that means there's a dose available for the patient. When they push the blue button, the PCA dose is delivered. You're also able to see the reports. You'll want to document the patient's dose administered and the PCA dose counters, which is the number of times they've tried to push the button. You can even see a PCA dose graph. See how much was delivered hourly. And check the delivery log for doses administered and their times. When the PCA order is over, you can power down the pump using the power button and unlock the cassette to remove the tubing and waste whatever is left over. Don't forget to check your protocol and policy stat with regards to documentation, programming, and assessments. And don't forget, PCAs are a 2-nurse independent check. Dual sign-off in the MAR is required when you start a new bag or restart the PCA.